A very warm welcome. Today we have with us Kishan Kendre, who is the Head Information Security at Blue Star. A very warm welcome, sir. Thank you for joining us here today.
Thank you, Omi. It will be my pleasure to join this session.
Thank you, sir. It's a pleasure to have you at the platform. And before we discuss more towards the cybersecurity industry, we would love to hear something about your journey so far in this industry. If you can share some insight, we would love to hear from you.
Myself, Kishan Kendre. I'm basically an electronics engineer, but I never liked the register and transistor, so I moved to the cybersecurity in my initial career. I learned new technologies. I learned to survive in the cybersecurity, and my career span over around 19 plus years of experience, starting from manufacturing industry, specifically to Reliance Industries. Means I was on the both side of the table, you can say, to OEM side as well as on the endpoint side. So I can feel the pain on the endpoint side. And then I would like to always give best wherever I'm working and do a good there, protect them. That's my main motto and learn new things. See, nowadays you have to keep up with the latest technologies or keep up with what is the threats and what are the things happening in the global market. So that's the important thing which you have to follow.
So, how has been the role of information security evolved? And how do you address the unique challenges that comes with and also the opportunities that are in line in this industry?
When I started my career, the information security was not given importance. But I believe the ransomware attacks are the evaluation of the cybersecurity in manufacturing as well as all other industries, you can say. So where we started getting the budgets. So people are started hearing about the cybersecurity, what kind of impact it will happen on the business. So normally I given a specific example. Ferrari, why does the Ferrari have the brakes? The reason everybody says that they can break it and all, it's not a wrong answer or a right answer. But cybersecurity is a break of Ferrari. So business can run faster and faster. So the evaluation from there, previously when the InfoSec started, the priority was given to the network layer. But that has been moved on to the endpoint as well as now. Since the pandemic, now it has been moved to the work from home, work from anywhere, bring your own devices. So that's the overall journey which I see it been evolved into that.
So when we talk about digital transformation, it is something which is absolutely reshaping the industries across. So what kind of challenges and opportunities do you see in the industry which adapts to more connected and automated systems?
So the major change which I can see it with the digital transformation, now every industry cannot survive with IT. They want to go digital because previously everything used to happen it on a paper and people used to survive on that. But nowadays it is not possible. Every business wants to grow and faster and faster. To do that, you have to adopt the digitalization. You have to move to the cloud. You have to automate many things. Now, previously the communication between a plant and a head office used to happen on a mail and all this things. So it used to delay. Because of this traditional things, now all these things has been moving to the challenges also, which are bringing it like that, how to protect this, our industry into that. Specifically towards the OT side, which is still yet to mature. IT is completely matured, but OT side, it's yet to mature, and specifically in the manufacturing. And protecting this OT infrastructure, which is a major challenge which I see it. We are able to, by using the network segmentation, we'll be able to protect them at a level. See, 100% protection will not be possible if anybody is saying it. But we'll be able to try to achieve that. And if you are not able to protect, at least we should be able to detect that. That's the motto which I believe to do to success in a digital transformation.
Right. So when we're talking about the technologies, like there are rights of smart buildings, IoT, HVAC systems which are coming, which are increasingly getting integrated into the broader building of the management system. So, how does the industry balance the benefits of connectivity within the potential cybersecurity risk?
So there are two parts to it. Now the as connectivity is required, so you can automate things. But the challenge is that not each and every person or a organization is matured or have a support mechanism to support this many automation which is happening in the industry. So uh, now previously the support used to happen it remotely. Now in IT and OT on a HVAC system, the support used to happen it locally. So by using these connections, we'll be able to support them remotely, but that will increase the uh, threats or attack happening on this industries in this specific area. But we'll be able to protect it. We'll be able to include the zero trust kind of a structure to have a restrictions to access that. And then say instead of solving a problem in a day by using the interconnected world, we'll be able to close it in a less than 1 hour or less than 2 hours, depending upon the issue. So that's the major achievement we can achieve it by doing this interconnectivity. But associated risk, we have to accept it or we have to mitigate and find a way to fix it. That's the only way to go ahead into that.
So, no, we were also talking about like the COVID situation, if you have to refer to, and even the recent global events, which have actually highlighted the importance of having a resilient supply chain, which is again a very crucial part of the business. So, in that context, how do you see that the information security is contributing to the resilience of the supply chain operation?
I would like to give a specific example for an Indian. I think around 2017 or 18, first time in Indian history, I saw a ad on an Indian news channel saying that the ransomware attack is detected. So that has given a perspective to the people. People are aware about what is happening in the cybersecurity. Now, specific to the supply chain management, see, there are two things which we can do it. We have a backup supplies for that. One or the second is have a robust third-party risk assessment for the supply chain management. So you'll be able to assess the risk, we'll be able to mitigate them, and wherever we are lagging it, we'll improve on the supply chain. Plus, the supply chain industry, which are supporting there, so they are also improving their information security processes and practices. So they will be able to keep up with the market. So these are the two things which are improving the supply chain, and the third-party risk assessment will be the primary key to achieve this.
I mean, different aspect when we talk about the smart appliances, which is often a collect of wealth of data. So, what measures should the industry adapt to ensure the privacy and security of the user data? Because that is again a major concern, especially considering the increasing connectivity of the HVAC system.
Uh, Specific thing in this, the data collection will be required to support the people, support the systems. But whenever you are collecting the data, what kind of data you are trying to collect, that information you have to display while collecting that. So we need to take a consent from the people saying that we will be collecting this particular data and this particular data will be used for these purposes. So that's a one part of the site. Once you collected this data, if it contains the personal information of the person, then the organization is liable to store it in a way so nobody should be able to have this data unauthorized. So we have to start mechanism. We have to store. Just to give an example, we have to store this data in an encrypted format. It should be accessible to the people who are only required to have this access. It should not be visible. It should not be accessible to the people or the internet. Or it if needed, it should be stored locally. We can have a and see as because of this interconnected world, this more and more data will be collected and then storing it uh, in a multi-layer technology, you can say it. Instead of storing it at a single place, we can store it at a multiple places. So even if someone tries to attack that data, or if one set of data is compromised, the attacker will not be able to understand the complete length of that particular data and will be able to protect against the data privacy. That's the one. The other part is that wherever the consent is the important, wherever you are keeping this data, store it locally, be it in your the country itself. That will be the better way to do it. Then whatever the technologies which you are using it in your infrastructure or in your IoT connected world, it should be the latest. Plus, you have to follow the basic things, which I think till the time you don't follow the basic things, just a few name, the protection of the endpoints, patching is one of the important thing which I see to all your network devices, infrastructure devices, wherever you are storing this data, and keep up with the global market, threat market, study and then improve on that one. That's a continuous activity you have to do it. Then only you'll be able to protect or to cover up the privacy aspect of the data which are collected by the organization.
Okay. So, all right, when we talk about the current situation, like in the current state, we have seen a rapid advancement of technology. So especially there is so much talk about AI and IoT. So, how do you foresee this integrating these technologies, security into the infrastructure as you mentioned, while actually mitigating the potential security risk?
Uh, there are again I will convert into a two-part scenario here. See, these are the AI. It will be helpful to protect against the attacks which are happening into that. Previously, we were not able to detect the threats which are coming from the endpoints or a threat actor, which are the sophisticated attacks. But with the help of the AI, ML, we'll be able to detect it in a more sophisticated way. We'll be able to apply our knowledge and you can improve on the detection part of that as well as the protection part will come later. First part was the detection. We're not able to detect it with the traditional technologies previously, but now it is not that. Even the technologies which are getting developed or the technologies which are older, they are also leveraging these mechanisms to detect more and more. And then the second part, they are also helping us to do a preventive. Previously, visibility was the major issue. With this, we'll be able to do that. So now that's the one part of the story. Now the second, with this, again, the threat actors are going to leverage these technologies to advance their attacks. So we have to think in now everybody has to think out of the box. How the threat actor is going to perform, we have to start thinking in that way and leverage these technologies in your day-to-day operations, day-to-day technologies which are deployed in your infrastructure or at organization. So then you will be able to improve on that. It's not there is a no way. Today I have done some work. Now I will stay for 6 months. I will not do anything. It's not like that. Every day you have to keep up with the new technologies, perform a consolidation of the technologies, see where are the gaps are there, where are the risks are there, where are the loopholes are there. See, there are thousands of vulnerability present in each and every organization. It's not practically possible to fix each and every vulnerability. So I will always recommend whatever the vulnerabilities which are more important or a most important or critical one, which needs to be fixed. If there is a vulnerability which can be exploited by going it manually, I don't bother fixing that one. Maybe I will delay it for some time. But the vulnerability which is open it in a web-facing application or a internet-facing server, first I will target that and I will try to fix that. This is the way you'll be able to achieve that. And AI ML will help very, very well. They will help in finding those things and fixing it.
Right. So, as you mentioned that these technologies will also be leveraged by cyber threats attackers. So, keeping that in mind, I think even it becomes more crucial to build this culture of cybersecurity awareness and the compliance among the employees. So, how do you actually promote this culture among the employees, and what kind of training do you suggest or awareness programs which you think is implemented to educate the staff about their roles and responsibilities while maintaining a very secure digital environment?
Awareness is an important factor to achieve the information security for the organization. So I will say that there are two words. One is convenience and another one is the security. Because of the convenience, people ignore the security. That's the real fact. Now also is there, previously was also there. It's not because of that people will intentionally ignore that. That's the mindset they have already have it. The security mindset it to be come to all the people. Now the security part, there is a U in security. It starts with you. For an awareness perspective, if you see the global threats happen over the period of last 5 years, phishing is one of the important factor of a threat breach or a breach attack happen on any organization. 74, I believe 70 plus attacks are done because of the phishing or email compromise. Now the second, how to achieve the awareness, you can have a yearly plan, every quarter wise or a monthly wise. You can define the area wise plan also, say that the themes can be developed into that one. And then you can roll out the trainings via 2, 3. You can have a training module developed for it and roll it out to all your employees. The second part is that you can have standees. You can put them standees wherever the common people be aware about there, or where the people, be it in a canteen, be it at the conference room, as well as you have screensavers, regular emailers to the all employees, plus have a specific training to the specific department. Say there is a HVAC is a specific area where these people are getting constant phishing from a specific area. Have a phishing training to them. Perform a phishing simulation assessment for the organization. So you'll be able to see that how many people clicks that, and then depending upon that, have this training. One of the important thing which I always believe, as and when someone reports phishing email or a malicious email string, appreciate them. Give a spot awards to these guys. Run in a cybersecurity awareness month. Run quizzes into that one. Provide the prizes to them. So people will enthusiastically learn on that. Work with the business teams to provide the inputs related to the cybersecurity. Develop the security mindset for the business. So this will help us to improve the cybersecurity of the organization itself. Now, being which is a more of a OT industry, have specific training related to the operation technology, which will help them to understand what will be the impact if this get compromised, and how to protect against that. See, somebody will click on the link, that will happen, but you keep on informing the people, spreading the awareness about the cybersecurity by the means which I just mentioned it. So you'll be able to protect the organization, and people are trying to run. You have a Exchange server related to your mobile devices. Now everybody is using that one. So that will help us to improve their how automated SMS send in case of some urgent thing come into the cybersecurity. Provide small talks or a TED talks related to the cybersecurity in the town halls and all. Ask the management team to give a say 2-3 lines or a 2-3 minute speech during the town halls. So that will improve the cybersecurity of the organization. And that's a main important thing, that if people will start thinking in that way, that if I do something wrong, it might impact my organization. So that's the important thing which you need to convey by using this awareness.
It's a constant evolving process that introduces awareness among your employees. And moving ahead, when we talked about the technology, what do you think that would be the most top tech priorities and focus areas over the next 2 to 3 years?
I believe the top 2 or 3, one will be whatever related to the Data Privacy Act. So that will be the priority 1. And now zero trust will be the top priority for each and every organization. Now everybody is leveraging that technology as per their need. because now there is a concept as a trust everyone, but verify. So that's the zero trust, which I believe. Now, zero trust is a framework so which we need to develop according to our requirement and then implement. The second part is which I see with respect to the XDR or MDR. XDR will be the next technology which will be there, and the data privacy will remain there. So these are the top three. Then the identity access management and the other things will continue. With respect to the data privacy or a data protection, because now as you are going to collect the more and more data from the customers or the people who are leveraging your sites. So how do you are going to store that particular information at your organization? That will be the important part into this. And these technologies will help it. Now there are the correlation between endpoint, the network, and the email, three channels. If you are able to achieve these three things, you will be able to detect and prevent many things. And the XDR platform will help you to into this technology in this area.
Moving ahead or looking forward in this industry,
Yes,
what emerging technology such as AI, blockchain, these are such technologies which are already there and are emerging. So what do you anticipate will have a notable impact on the HVAC industry, especially, and how can organizations prepare for technological shifts happening in a very rapid format?
I believe AI will have a very big impact on the HVAC system, because as soon as you start connecting the dots or connecting multiple systems, centralized monitoring into that one, you need to perform the analysis on the data which you are collecting it, and then have a actionable intelligence to protect or detect any attacks happening on the HVAC system. With respect to the blockchain, I believe it will be too early to say that it can be leveraged or not, but definitely AI will be the one which will be able to or used in the HVAC systems.
AI is going to be a dominant.
AI is will be the
All right. Thank you. With this, we have come to the end of this discussion. First, a very insightful one, and we really appreciate your time and sharing the platform at Flex. Thank you.
Thank you, Urmi. It was my pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
For more updates from CXO TV, please like and subscribe to our channel.